Why is this video starting with feet?
Well, hey everybody, welcome back to another VBC Daily3. And I know probably the first thing you didn't want to see is my feet. But today's passage is about feet, actually. It comes from Romans chapter 10, verses 13 to 15. And what we do in our VBC Daily3 is that we read our passage 3 times, and then we ask 3 questions of it. What does it say about God? What does it say about us? And then what are we going to do about it? And so you're going to see as you read this passage that feet show up right at the end of these verses. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first of all, what does this passage say about God? Well, it says that he's the Lord of all. He is the King of all creation. And that's who our Jesus Christ is. He came first as a humble servant to rescue us from the consequences of our rebellion through his death, burial, and resurrection. But he is the Lord of all. He's the master and king and creator of all the earth. And all who call upon this king will be saved. And that's a beautiful, beautiful promise that this king isn't stingy. He doesn't close the doors to his kingdom. But what he's done is he's burst open the doors of this kingdom so that all may enter in who repent and believe in him. Verse 13 is especially important to my family. 3 years ago, our son Judah, he was struggling in his belief and in his faith. And he just said, he admitted to me, he said, "Dad, I just don't know that I can be saved." Really, he was saying, "I don't know that I'm savable." And we ran to that verse and we said, "Son, look at this. This is a promise that if you call upon the name of the Lord, he will, not might, he will save you." What a benevolent and loving king that we serve. Well, what does it say about us? It says that we need rescuing. We really do. We need to be saved. We need to be rescued from the consequences of our sin. And we need to hear this message of this king delivered to us so that we can turn from our sin and trust in him. Well, then what are we going to do about it? Well, that comes back to the feet, right? Probably the most unlovely parts of our bodies. In fact, oftentimes we cover them with socks and shoes or nice sandals or something like that just to make them look a little bit better. But it says at the end of this passage, how beautiful are the feet of those who deliver the good news about this king and his kingdom and what he's done to rescue us. And so I want to ask you, do you have beautiful feet? If you're one who carries and delivers this good news message to others, you have beautiful feet. And we saw last Sunday, Pastor Paul preached for us. He said, conversations create movements. And we saw that a simple conversation of Andrew with his brother Peter brought great movement, a transformation of this world because of the gospel of Jesus Christ through the ministry of the apostle Peter. So I want to ask you, are you willing to get your feet moving and create those conversations? Maybe it's as simple as walking across the living room and having that conversation with your son or your daughter, or maybe a grandchild or a parent or a sister or even a spouse. Maybe it's taking a walk like I'm out here today down the sidewalk and starting a conversation with one of your neighbors that you've been waiting to connect with so much. Start those conversations. Have beautiful feet. That's our lesson today. And so thanks for joining us. And don't forget to like and share these posts. And I hope that you have some beautiful feet this week, church family, as we deliver the good news about King Jesus and his wonderful plan of salvation to all who call upon him. We'll see you next time.